Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are doing well and will be fine. Once again, I am here with you to show you another beautiful historical and spiritual place. Even though it was a very tough and difficult to come here, but Allah always helps those who have courage and strong eagerness to achieve something. And I did exactly that. Now let's go back to the beginning and talk about the importance and history of this place. So let's start our journey together. I cover a lot of distance, so when I come here now, they stop me here. That construction is going around, and you will not let to go off. And they stopped everyone here because of the new road construction up to the mountain. Going back, I met some people. They show me another route. They warned me about the difficulties I have to face here. They say there is somehow stairs, but after that it's quite difficult because of the rocks and only the mountains. So let's see, I take a chance what happened next. So guys, the mountain I am heading toward now is the mountain Thowr. At the top of this mountain is the famous cave of Thowr. It is located approximately 4 to 5 kilometers to the west of Makkah near the Holy Kaaba. In the early stage of Islam, when the Prophet Muhammad started preaching Islam in Makkah, many people opposed him and secretly planned to kill him as well. At that night, Allah sent Hadrat Jibreel salam to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and commanded him to migrate from Makkah to Madina. When Prophet Muhammad began his migration from Makkah towards Madina, he stayed here in these mountains, which I am going now, for 3 days and 3 nights with his close companion Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Radiallahu anhu here. And when Prophet Muhammad leaving his beloved city of Makkah and migrated to Madina, that was one of the toughest and most hardest moment in the life of Prophet Muhammad, and he mentioned it many times in his life. They remained here in this mountain for 3 days and 3 nights in the cave on the top of this mountain, and the people of Makkah were unable to find them. And this all happened 1447 years ago. The Islamic calendar begins from the migration of the Prophet Muhammad. In Arabic, it's called a Hijri, means migration. That's why this event is so important, both historically and as well as the beginnings of Islamic calendar as well from here. Here is normally a lot of rush of the people, but now construction is going on the way. So they stop the peoples to claim here, but I managed to come on the very dangerous way to claim here. Now you can see that was the cave Thowr, in which the Prophet Muhammad SAW and his companion Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Radiallahu anhu was spent 3 nights and 3 days from the people of Makkah hide here. When they were refugee on the way, Prophet Muhammad SAW told Abu Bakr Siddiq Radiallahu anhu that we are two and our third companion is Allah. So, and then later on it was proved, because there was some famous miracles was happen when the spider make a net web and the pigeons lay the eggs. So the searching troop was believed that there was no one inside in the cave from the many times. So Allah was helping them. On the third day of their refuge, it so happened that the Quraysh troops closed in when the Prophet ﷺ almost reached the cave. Following this, Abu Bakr Siddiq Radiallahu anhu was comforted by the enlightenment words of the Prophet ﷺ, who said that Allah was their third companion and He will save them. And that is exactly what happened. When the soldiers were getting near, a spider net web and a pigeon laid eggs near the entrance of the cave here. And it is also very famous. So when they came here, decided to take refuge in the cave, Abu Bakr Siddiq Radiallahu anhu was the one who entered the cave first and clean it in order to ensure the Prophet Muhammad's safety. While doing so, he stopped all the holes in the cave with the pieces of the cloth except for one that he mistakenly left. When the Prophet Muhammad entered the cave, he decided to rest in the lap of his friend. During this time, a snake that was resting inside the open hole bit Abu Bakr in the leg, but he did not move, fearing that the Prophet Muhammad get disturbed. However, the fan he left because of the snake bite was too much at that time, so the tears fall on Prophet Muhammad from the eyes of the Abu Bakr Siddiq. Because of this, the Prophet Muhammad woke off and upon witnessing the cause of his friend's tears, and he put some saliva on the wound, and then the snake bite was cleared, and Abu Bakr Siddiq was saved at that time. Being here alone and describing this all past history of the cave tour when the Prophet Muhammad take refuge with his companions, I became so emotional. My heartbeat is too much high at this time. Just imagine that time when he was in fear of the death and the troops were surrounding there and there and was very closed. So it means how hardness he faced at his time, just for us, just for Islam, for our religions. Now it is our duty to spread Islam, to do well, to just follow his way of life. When Prophet Muhammad reached Medina, he became a guiding example for the whole world, and he built a strong state, strong companions, and then they conquered the Makkah again after the 8 years of the migration from Makkah to Medina. They make a strong comeback and conquered the Makkah again.